Oh, all right. Well, I'm full of shit. Here it is, a week and some days after Thanksgiving. I'm finally getting around to part two of our freedom video. So we're gonna discuss a few things going on in my own personal endeavors, and I'm gonna drop the relevance of them. And you know, these little series of videos, they're really for the new folks. I would hope that if you've been studying and looking into these things for any length of time, you have a clear understanding of what is expected of you in as far as your behavior and the way you act and react to certain situations. I want to make some clarifications real quick, and then I'm gonna drop a jewel on y'all that I read out of the American jurisprudence. There is no quick fix. There is no quick fix. If you look back to the first video I did in regards to the Bill of Exchange, I've been battling for 8 months now trying to get my credit fixed. Now, I have not sent anyone a Federal Reserve note. Not one. None of these collection agencies. I've endorsed all my bills, I've sent all my bills out, and they've accepted them. For some strange reason, though, I'm having a few issues with some of these creditors, so to speak. And we're going to get into that in a minute. But I just want to clarify, there is no quick fix. I'm learning this. There is no quick fix. There's an order of things in which you must do. Administrative process is going to be my next tackle as far as information. And to hear Yusuf tell it, there's a whole volume in American jurisprudence on the administrative process. So anyways, I got some American jurisprudence, and just by chance happened to get volume 32, 32A, and 32B. The interesting thing about that, I didn't even look at what I was getting. I just ordered some so I'd have something to read. Fucking ignorant. Anyways, volume 32, 32A, 32B, just so happened to be the Federal Practice and Procedures volumes. So I open up Federal Practice and Procedure, and Section 3 has a very, very, very clear description of what is an Article 3 court and what is not an Article 3 court. So I'm going to read that to y'all. And you're going to hear right out of the source, printed in black and white, what an Article 3 court is and what an Article 1 court is. And keep in mind, Article 1 courts are established by Congress, not the judicial branch of the government, which makes them not even really courts or tribunals. So anyways, this is Volume 32, American Jurisprudence, Section 3, Congressional Authority over Federal Court Jurisdiction. This is the first sentence, folks. The terms of Article 3 of the Constitution, which vests the judicial power of the United States in one Supreme Court and in such inferior courts as Congress may, from time to time, ordain and establish, directly confer jurisdiction on only one court, the Supreme Court. Sentence number 2. Every other federal court derives its jurisdiction wholly from Congress. Okay, important thing here to understand, and I don't understand the overstand. As a matter of fact, I looked the word up. It's not even a fucking word. Granted, it was Merriam's. I didn't look it up in a real dictionary. I looked it up online, but I don't understand overstand. I do understand that understand has numerous meanings. So understand, when I say understand, I'm asking, do you comprehend and digest what it is I'm saying? Congress has the authority to delegate matters of commerce. That is what they're here for international business and interstate business and intrastate. I think it's intrastate. Anyways, that's what Congress is doing. They're delegating commerce. Or not, maybe not delegate. Now forgive me, it's been a long week. You understand what I'm saying? Everything they do has to do with commerce, which tells me anything they do as far as a tribunal is concerned is of commercial nature. And it's not in any shape, form, or fashion have anything to do with justice or the judicial system. It says it right there. Volume 32, Federal Practice and Procedure, Section 3, first two damn sentences. And then there's even a little bit more in the back here. I got some stuff highlighted, but I mean, it's... Okay, here, Congress may vest non-Article 3 judicial power in state courts, and it may require state courts to hear and decide such power or such cases, even though they involve the enforcement of federal penal laws, and even though the state has a policy against enforcement by its courts of penal statutes of other states or of the United States. It goes on and on, telling you most of these courts are not Article 3. They're Article 1, which makes them commercial. Okay. That being said, commerce is interesting. I'm learning. There's a level of respect everyone must show if they plan to operate in commerce, which is kind of what I'm trying to do. I want to get in a position to where I can operate in commerce. Got my own personal reasons for this. Doesn't matter what they are. It's none of your business. So that being said, just know I want to operate in commerce. I ain't trying to live on a mountain somewhere in bumfuck nowhere and be left alone quite yet. I got to establish some things. What I'm finding though is that all this stuff that the mail sends out, there's a lot of power in that. There's a lot of power in that. You send, all these lawyers and these creditors and shit, they're sending notices and they're trying to let you know, hey man, you got something going on and we need to know something back. So I'm going to pose this example just because it makes sense to me. When I was on dope, if I was going to be late meeting the dope man, I got on the phone and I called him and I let him know I was going to be late meeting him. Or shot him a text. Something. Any way you cut it, I'd let the dude know something was up. Wait on me. It's the same principle, man. These folks send you a letter, write them fucking back. Write them back. I don't know what you need to say. That's not for me to tell you. You know your situation. You know what these folks are asking you because you got the letter from them, but you got to write them back. All that being said, let's talk about my creditors. So we have a I have a debt with this credit management company, and we sent them a bill of exchange and endorsed it and had it payable to bearer. I don't remember what all was put on that particular one. I don't have it in front of me. But they sent me a letter back and they told me that they understood that, or that I should understand that while my balance may reflect $0.00, I still had to pay the money, which I understand I got to pay the money. The problem is there is no money, so I can't pay it. And I highly doubt gold and silver coin will ever be circulated again as a medium of exchange in our nation. Federal Reserve notes have made their mark, man. That is what has lasted. They've been in circulation longer than probably any other bill. Bill's probably the wrong word. Any other note that has been passed. So that being said, I've had to write these people. So I got on Credit Karma, and they're still hanging there. I challenged it on Credit Karma, and Credit Karma said, "Oh yeah, we found that they're accurate." And I'm like, "No, that's not right. That's not right." And I even put a note in the thing with Credit Karma saying that the debt's been discharged and set off, and they're basically they're sticking one in me. And this particular company, they've got me really screwed up here with this, because this one company, two debts, it's like they've divided the charges, which I still don't really understand because they're both from the same hospital. And even worse, I ended up with this bill after I got beat up there in Ray County last year. Instead of the damn jail fitting the bill, they stuck it on me. Yeah, real fucking. Anyways, so I wrote them a letter, sent it out Friday, and this is the credit management company, but it says, "To whom it may concern, I have noticed that file number," and I listed the file number, "is still affecting my credit report. Your office sent a letter on September 25th, 2023 stating my balance reflected that of $0.00. Thus, I'm having a really hard time understanding why my credit report reflects two different claims of $600+. I am demanding this inconvenience cease immediately, and all negative remarks be removed from any reporting agency that will negatively affect my standing in commerce. All of your time, patience, and consideration to this matter are greatly appreciated by me. Without recourse, Matthew Corey Robinson." All right. Sent this out Friday. I don't know if I'm going to hear back from them. But this is why I say this is not a quick fix. I'm going to give these folks at least 2 weeks. 2 weeks is 10 business days. Okay? If I don't hear something back in 10 business days, I'm going to send them a second notice. And I'm going to give them another 10 days. And then if I don't hear anything again, I'm going to send them a third notice. So already, as you can tell, we're at 14 times 3. So that's like, what, 28, 32, 42 days. That's a little over a month before I'm ever going to get any resolution off of this, unless this letter alone wakes somebody up and they say, "All right, this kid's not playing. Let's get this shit off his credit." Now, that being said, if I don't hear anything back after the third notice, I'm going to write the IRS. I've heard a lot of folks say that the IRS will be your coon dog if you want them to. And I'm going to put it to the test. we're going to do a little research on that before we go and write the IRS, because I really ain't trying to get myself fucked off in the process and end up in fucking tax court. Pardon my language. But that's where we're at with this, and it's, you know, as much as we all throw around free and sovereign and all this other stuff, I just want to make this clear. We're all free. We're all free. We're free to do whatever we want to do, anytime we want to do it. Question is, are you willing to accept the consequences? Consequences are not necessarily bad, but every action has consequences. Every action has consequences. So the question is, in your freedom, do you want to do something that will have an adverse consequence to affect you negatively? Or would you rather do one that affects you positively? I'm on some positive shit today, man. I mean, I'm on some spiritual shit. I'm on some positive shit. I'm trying to do good business. I've done good business with just about everybody I've ever done business with, especially in a sane, sound mind, and a sober mind. So, I mean, look, that's 2 paragraphs, man. It's 2 paragraphs. And the library's free. I do all this at the library. I don't have a computer. It's so easy. It's just so easy. It just takes a little bit of time. Take a few minutes out of your day. And, you know, you don't have to print this stuff up, I don't think. I mean, if you wrote it down and it's legible, you've got nice, neat handwriting, dude, handwrite this stuff. I used to write letters all the time from jail. I'm going to tell you, we don't sit down at a computer to write shit. You sit down at a little metal desk in your room, or you sit down in the day room at one of the tables and you grab a pen and paper. And that's how, anyways. Everybody understands what I'm saying. Short video. I'm going to get into number 3 after this one. We're going to talk a little bit about DMV, because I had a very interesting thing happen to me a couple of weeks ago at the DMV. And I'm going to go into some of this stuff that's going on with me and not having a driver's license in 24 years with you folks, because I think you'll find it interesting. I'm a big right to travel guy. I've been arguing this for the last several years with numerous officers, numerous attorneys, and everybody keeps telling me I'm crazy and full of shit and this, that, and the other, but I'm here to tell you, man, I've read some case laws. I've even had somebody give me something out of New Hampshire where they state you've got the right to travel in statute and code. So, anyways, enjoy this video. I hope it's helpful. Probably not really, because I ain't really said too much. I did find the Article 3, Article 1 court discrepancies pretty interesting, especially since that's like one of the first things listed in federal practice and procedure in the American jurisprudence. Do your homework. Study. If you've got time on your hands, pick up a book, bro. Don't be ignorant. I've been ignorant for so long, and it's like, God bless all y'all, man. Seriously, do your homework. We'll be back in a minute with another video regarding the DMV.